While I've always enjoyed Barney's Magical Musical Adventure as a fun classic that's made me appreciate fairy tale settings a lot more, and therefore has seen Barney, Baby Bob, Michael, Derek, Tina, and Min enjoy their adventure in a fairy tale like setting from the Enchanted Forest, where Barney, Michael, Derek, Tina, and Min are concerned, and encountering their newfound friend in Twinkle the Elf and their other new friend in the King, as well as having a royal tea party and having the King dub Michael, Derek, Tina, and Min as princes and princesses. There were some things about Barney's magical musical adventure that felt like a farewell to the Halcyon days. First off, this was the farewell to the first season of Barney and Friends, considering that Barney and Friends was on the verge of cancellation, and this was one of the last hurrahs before the telethons came to play and before season two ended up mobilizing, but with a completely new school setting and a completely new setting, as well as just an overall change in location. And in terms of having this set in summer, it's also a farewell to the old school year, considering that a lot of the action takes place, let alone begins, in Derek's backyard, as well as continues on the magical forest, the castle, and then returning to Derek's backyard. Interestingly enough, the cast of kid characters, i.e., Michael, Derek, Tina, and Min, also appeared on A Splash Party Please, which I would also argue is summer vacation themed, but instead of having all four of these kid characters go to the beach, they have something unique, like going to a fairy tale castle complete with an enchanted forest. As I've mentioned before, this also marked the end of Brian Epps' time as a tween, considering that he was almost approaching 13 years old. Ricky Carter was approaching 11 years old, so he was still in his tweens. And Pia Hamilton, or Pia Manalo back then, was already 10 years old and was already in her tweens. Whereas with Jessica Zuka, she was nearly approaching 10 years old. So this is how I see Barney's Magical Musical Adventure, a farewell to the halcyon days of the first season.